Cabin in the Woods, Volume 2. Should we not find Volume 1 first? How long is it? That's not too bad. Okay, we'll have a sit down and we'll read. A Cabin in the Woods. Late one night a few seasons ago, a soldier was returning home after several bloody battles. He decided he would save some gold and decided to cross the pine forest on foot. The first day of his journey was rather uneventful. The soldier stuck to the main path and kept a brisk pace. When it started getting dark, he set up his bedroll, built a small fire and cooked up some rabbit he had caught. A fine day indeed, he thought to himself as he fell asleep. Partway through the evening the soldier was woken up by soft sobbing in the distance. He grabbed his sword, assuming it to be a bandit trick, but pretended to sleep so he could get the jump on them. After a few minutes the sobbing started moving away from his camp until he could no longer hear it. For the rest of the night, slept with one eye open. Day 2, the soldier awoke from what rotten sleep he could catch and started off through the forest at a quicker pace, intending to put distance between himself and whatever he had heard last night. As the day went on, it began to rain heavy, so the soldier built himself a little shelter for the evening so he could remain dry while he slept. It took him a little longer to fall asleep with the thoughts of the previous night fresh in his mind, but he eventually slept. This time he awoke to sobbing that sounded like it was right outside his shelter. The soldier grabbed his sword and crawled out of the shelter. In front of the fire he saw the back of a ghostly woman sobbing into her hands. The soldier mustered his courage and asked her what was wrong. No answer. He began to slowly approach, but before he could reach her she turned and screamed at him. The ghostly woman raised an axe and began to run at the soldier, disappearing before she made contact. The soldier took off into the night with just his sword in hand. He ran until the first light of dawn, where he started down the road again as fast as he could move. The third day was bright and sunny, but the soldier was rattled and sleepless. Didn't even notice. He moved as fast as he could, trying to get through the forest before nightfall. As darkness began to fall, he saw a cabin just off the road and thought to himself it would be a good place to hunker down for the night. After arriving at the cabin, he spent some time blocking the doors and windows. Nothing would get in. Despite his preparations, he could not sleep. He sat in what used to be the cabin's bedroom, staring at the barricaded door, shaking. Eventually, he could keep his eyes open no longer and fell asleep. This time, he awoke to laughing on the other side of the barricaded door. It sounded like the woman from before, but he refused to believe it was her. The soldier burst through the barricaded door into the main room to find the ghostly woman from the night before staring at the ground, laughing hysterically with axe in hand. He began to relentlessly attack the ghostly woman, but he could feel his strikes were less effective. He used a scroll of firebolt, which drew a scream from her, and she exploded, disappearing. The ordeal was over. The ghost was gone. The soldier slept well that night, and the next day made excellent distance through the woods. As the sun began to set, he came out on the other side of the forest and looked back, remembering the days before. As he turned and started walking away from the woods, he could swear he heard the sobbing again. Well, this is supposed to be volume 2 of some book, so I assume there is another further tale to that, because there doesn't seem to be any sort of conclusion. Anyway, we're going to eat our food, have a nice long sleep, read another book which we brought with us, and then set out tomorrow to explore Dawnstar and visit the museum. Good morning, folks! Yes, indeed, 13 hours of sleep. Glorious, refreshed, recharged. Food in our stomachs.
This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned.
No, seriously? God. See you, love! Don't mean to be rude, but I've heard that song so many times. Holy cow. And here we are, Dawnstar, bright and early at 7:28 AM. The shops will not be open just yet, but hey-ho, we'll explore the region. Few people mulling about, going about their business. We'll just talk to a few of the locals.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Okay, he's just a war hero by the looks of it.
All right then.
Not really interested in war talk right now. What about this woman down here with a silly hat on? I say silly hat, it's probably a good choice of attire given the conditions of the weather.
My children all grew up and left
Hello.
Dawnstar to make their fortune.
Oh, so you can't make a fortune here? Oh, that's a shame. How long have you been here?
I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Marilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion.
Okay. Nice talking to you, Frida.
Until next time.
Seems there's a bit of internal strife going on here. The Jarl is a Stormcloak follower, but people seem to be bandying around an Imperial. Very bizarre.
Damned nightmares have finally stopped. Don't suppose you'd know anything about that.
No, I don't, you're right. But I'm glad that you can sleep easy. Hello there.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
No, it's fine, I've been. I'm out this morning bright and early to explore this town. What is this place? I've forgotten. This is the Dawnstar
My
Barracks.
cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Might as well go inside and explore.
You lost?
No, sir?
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
If only I could. Oh, don't want to go into the Dawnstar jail. Not a chance. Excuse me, Berlina. Berlina? 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 You choppa, 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 choppa.
I'm right behind you. All right, what is it? What do you need?
Go stand over there, will you?
Still need me to do something?
Yes, move. Oh, blast. Damn and blastations. How do I jump? Is it Y? I'll jump over your head. Belina, why you do this to me? Flaming hell. I didn't want to resort myself to such affairs in here, but anyway. Really? I couldn't even whirlwind sprint past her? Fine. The jail it is. Somebody told me a tip to get him out of the way and I totally forgotten what it was. Anyway, we might see somebody down here we want to talk to. I doubt it.
Watch the skies, traveler.
Any prisoners in here today? No? Okay. Looks like Dawnstar is a place of law and order.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Don't worry. I haven't burnt any buildings down yet, but there is always a first time for such things. Of course I'm joking. Don't take me seriously, please, and throw me in the damn prison. Okay, guards, it's nice to see how you go about your business. Okay, so that's the barracks. We'll go and visit the Jarl. Belina, are you coming? She's probably taking the huff because I told her to move out the way. Greetings, I'm here to see the Jarl. Fair few people up here. Just say hello, you know, new person in town. Just thought I'd visit the leader of the place. Who's this guy?
There's no honor in being a Jarl's servant. No Sovngarde waits for dust cleaners.
You'll be surprised.
Next Imperial I see is dead.
Oh, it's you again. Do you have a court wizard?
I'm Skald's housecarl, and head of his guard in Dawnstar.
So you're Skald, are you?
The nightmares in Dawnstar have lifted, and I hear you helped that happen. You have my thanks.
Ah, so you found out then. Well, it's been a pleasure. So, are you prepared for dragon attacks? One just happened the other night. Well, yesterday night, in fact.
The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words.
Okay, and how is the Dawnstar faring in this war?
The Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true.
Okay.
Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Oh, and things were going so well until he said that. We're not looking for work around here just yet. I mean, we will return at some point in the future and pick up the odds and ends and the odd jobs, but for now we're just happy to be walking about and exploring. Right. Where is this? There we go. Visit the museum. Just put it on my list of things to do. Oh, what's happening here? Hello?
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
Miners?
Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine, and its fathead owner.
What do you do around here?
I own Ironbreaker Mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver Mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work.
Okay. So you're in charge around here, are you?
That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos.
Nice knowing you. So she buys iron ore? I have loads of iron ore, but I need it for my own endeavours, thank you. Are you just a miner as well?
I'm no one special. Just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know you, so I'm not going to go and suddenly give you some
Hey,
money for...
You mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Don't be silly. What is this? Ironbreaker Mine. Might be worth a look at some point in the future. But as I say, we have other things to do right now. What's this? Somebody's house, that's no use to us. My first port of call really needs to be the somewhere I can sell my wares. The forge or a trader would be ideal. Okay. I know I can go down that way, but I prefer to go down a different way. I'll go down this way, you see. Just in keeping with my sort of theme of exploration, I like to go in a certain way around things, try and ensure that I don't miss certain buildings, but I doubt that will happen anyway. So we have the docks. What's this? Is this a trader? Nope, somebody's house again.
I help my husband Rustleif run the forge. He's a marvel with steel.
Oh, can I sell my forged stuff to you then?
Blades, helmets,
Good.
pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Let's have a look-see. I have a dwarven mace, which I don't need. I'm going to use that for disenchantment. A glass bow. That might be good for Berliner, actually. I'll just keep that for now. Iron mace, orcish dagger, steel arrows, fur armors. Thank you so much.
I'm right behind you. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Just let me inspect your bow. Damage 14, weight 12. Ah, the glass bow's better, you see. I'll give you that. And I will take that back. And I'll take these. Cool.
I married. Take a look.
Do you buy these things? Do you buy dragon scales and dragon bones? No? Okay. Nice doing business with you.
The only thing I blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
There we go.
Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf manages it.
Suppose you get used to it. So you're from Hammerfell?
That's right. Home of the Red Guards. The land of sand and seas.
Oh, sounds exotic.
I hope one day I'll convince Rustleaf to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar.
Oh well. Nice speaking with you.
All right then.
Are you Rustleaf?
Need a dagger? No? How about a claymore?
No, not particularly. So you're in charge of this forge?
My wife Saren and I run it together. She's still Smith's, even though we found out she is with child.
Oh, congratulations.
Our son or daughter isn't going to get much Redguard culture here in Skyrim. I know my wife worries how she will pass along her traditions. Hey, if you find a book called Night Falls on Sentinel, could you bring it to me? It's a story from my wife's people. Be good to have.
If I see it, I'll bring it.
Good on you.
Do you do any work for the ships down there?
I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates.
Ah. Night Falls on the Sentinel. I'm sure I've seen that book somewhere. I don't seem to have it according to my list of collected books, but I'm sure I've picked it up somewhere. I'm almost positive. Is this a book that I just recently picked up? No? I have to double check my...
Back if you need steel.
And I wouldn't be giving away my only copy. No. Only if I have a duplicate I will give it to you. I don't give away my books, my precious books.